Good morning, CULERS. Welcome to the undefeated Mustache John YouTube channel, and welcome to Wake Up and Barça. I know some of you might have been expecting sad face, tears, Barcelona, disappointing results in Champions League, but guess what, folks? I'll take being a Barcelona supporter, whether they're in Champions League, Europa League, don't care where they play. I'll take being a Barcelona supporter over any other club any day. Don't care. When I wake up and I got the crest on my heart, I got the crest on my arm, it's a good day, my friends. It is a good day. So welcome to you all. In today's episode of Wake Up in Barça, we're going to be talking about Valencia hosting Barcelona. Good news is, folks, we get to pretty much be fully focused on La Liga. Yes, Europa League, we'll be going for it, sure. But La Liga is going to be our full focus now. I'm already getting off topic. This is supposed to be just an intro and tell you what we're talking about, but I'm excited. I'm excited, okay? There's not going to be any doom and gloom. It's going to be sunshine and rainbows the best I can, okay? I'm not going to be too ridiculous over the top, but we're going to lift our spirits. We're going to get ready for Valencia, Barcelona match preview. We'll go over lineups. We'll talk predictions and whatever other news is going around the Camp Nou leading into the match. Most importantly, though, we'll have some good conversation. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can participate in the chat with your fellow culés as we get ready for Valencia versus Barcelona. Let's go ahead and kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the undefeated Mustache John.
Okay, all right. Smiles on our faces, folks, because here's the thing. We're alive. We're breathing, right? Everybody in through the nose, out through the mouth. One good deep breath. Right? We're all in this together, folks. All right? I know there's been trolling. I know there's been disappointment. I've seen the comments. Keep your heads up. Keep your spirits lifted. We've got plenty of things to be excited about for Barcelona. So like I said, we are going to be doing the match preview for Valencia versus Barcelona. That's going to be tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff. That's Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you convert that for your time zone, whether you're watching on YouTube or on TikTok. I know we got culés watching all over the world. Going into this one, Barcelona sitting in second. Who knows? Maybe Real Madrid slip up a little bit. Who are they playing this weekend? You know, the powerful Girona. Where is Girona at the table, actually? Girona down in 18th. Okay, so they need a win. So maybe Girona, you know, get a big upset against Real, and we play Valencia, who are sitting in 9th, get a victory, and maybe we're sitting top of the table. Who knows? Anything is possible, my friends. Anything is possible. Again, I know there's plenty of sack of potatoes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
son of a every time, reset the counter back to 0. My producers just aren't good at turning off the intro after we play it. Folks, I've been telling you for weeks now, your salary is going to get cut, producers, if you don't get it in order. My producers over there in the production room, they're terrible, horrible mistakes over there. They got to get in line. Anyway, I digress. Valencia, Barcelona, match preview, folks. I'm going to turn to the chat. I'm going to say hello to the Stash Squad. Everybody watching on TikTok, everybody watching on YouTube, do me the favor while I turn to the chat. Drop a like, click the hearts, show your love and support for the undefeated channel. I'm happy to have you again, whether you're watching on YouTube or on TikTok. Welcome to the undefeated community. Harry, good to see you as well. Forza Barça is in the house. We got Mario Rusev. Aditya, good to see you. Says, do you think Rafinha has given enough to prove himself? But has he, asking about Rafinha. We'll get to that. We'll talk about him. Maybe we go over a potential starting 11 here in just a few moments for Valencia, Barcelona. I want to get settled in here. We'll take a look at the previous results for Barcelona matches against Valencia. We'll take a look at a starting 11. And we'll have some therapy if we need it, all right? But trying to keep spirits lifted. No reason for gloom and doom. Like I said, I'll take watching Barcelona in Europa League. I'll take watching Barcelona in a Farmers League. I'll take watching Barcelona on a Cow's Patch. I don't care. I don't care, dude. It's Barcelona for me. Support the badge. Support each other. That's what we're here to do, my friends. You know I love you. I got your back. Thabo saying Rafinha and Kessié need more time. Again, we'll get into that. We'll talk all about that, my friends. We certainly will. I'm seeing in the chat on TikTok some love for the jersey. Thank you very much. Not the official one. Not the official one. And let's get those hearts going. I see we're lagging on the likes right now. So TikTok, make sure you click those hearts if you're enjoying the content. And if you want the full experience, like I said, swipe over to my profile, click the link in the bio. That'll get you over to YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, hello, my friends. Hello, hello. Let's go over some other details. Going into the match, Valencia versus Barcelona. If we take a look at the previous two fixtures, Barcelona with significant victories. 4-1 in February away from home, 3-1 back in October at the Camp Nou. So we're looking to repeat those results. We take a look at some of the fun facts, the insights shared going into this one. Valencia have won just one of their last 15 home games against Barcelona with 7 draws and 7 losses. A 2-0 win in January of 2020 was the last time that they won. Barcelona have won their last 3 games against Valencia in La Liga and could record 4 consecutive wins against them in the competition for the first time since a run of 5 between October 92 and October 94, all 5 with Johan Cruyff as the manager. So a good run for Xavi here if he can make that happen. Number 3, Valencia have scored in each of their last 14 matches against Barcelona in La Liga. 22 goals in total, their best scoring streak against them in the competition's history. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's not a fun stat. Number 4 here. Following their 1-2 loss to Mallorca, Valencia could suffer 2 straight home defeats in the Liga for the first time since October of 2016. Wow, losing their second game in that streak also against Barcelona. Let's go, repeat history. Last fun fact here, Barcelona have kept 9 clean sheets in their 11 games in La Liga in 22-23. 9 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, registering the most clean sheets for any team against their first 11 games of the season in the competition's history. I love that. Barcelona have kept 9 clean sheets in their first 11 games. Outstanding performance, factoring in no Araujo. Koundé missed a chunk. Christensen's still out. PK cannot be relied on. Jordi Alba has been benched. We've been playing Alonso at center back. We have Bellerin, who was injured, came back just to get smoked by Mane. I digress. Ter Stegen playing absolutely lights out football in the back. 9 clean sheets out of 11. That's incredible. The big German wall between the posts. You can't stop him. Ter Stegen deserves way more credit than what he's been getting. He fell out of favor in the last few years. A lot of criticism as Barcelona's form dipped, and now he's back. Ter Stegen, my friends. Very excited for him. Very excited for Ter Stegen's future as well. Who knows if he'll get an opportunity at the World Cup? I doubt it, but anyway, I digress. Mike says Valencia will likely have 5 in the midfield, but if we maintain possession and expose gaps, they'll lose stability. Okay. Good insight there. I feel like I got a mustache hair in my nose. Excuse me. What else do we need to go over here? I think that's just about it in terms of prep. So let's talk about Barcelona's squad going into this one. Nope, wrong button, John. Let's get the right button. How about that? Can we do that? Is that possible? Get on the right screen. There we go. I know what I'm doing here. Amateur hour. Hey, producers, get your stuff together over there in the producer's room. That's not me. That's pushing buttons over there. Separate human beings responsible for things. You guys get your stuff together. Anyway, these folks, my producers, they're ridiculous. Anyway, not going on the trip to Valencia is Memphis Depay and Christensen. We are hoping maybe, but not the case. They're not going to make it. Almeria seems likely for them to make their return from injury. Araujo, as we know, is going to be after the World Cup, and same for Roberto. Separated shoulder. He's going to be out for a few weeks. It's going to go into the international break. We will see you after the World Cup. Sergio Roberto. That brings us to a potential starting 11 a potential starting 11 for Barcelona going at Valencia here this weekend. I mentioned it already, Ter Stegen having a phenomenal season, so of course he will be between the posts for Barcelona. Starting at right back, Jules Koundé. Not liking what I'm seeing from Bayern. I know he's coming back from injury. I know Valencia is a lesser opponent than than Bayern Munich, also Real Madrid, but lesser opponent than Bayern Munich, who had Mane, who honestly just abused Bayern. Just not good. Not a good performance. So does Bayern have space in the squad? Yes, but Barcelona need to recover. We need to rebound. We need to have a strong performance, and I want to see Jules Koundé at right back. It's going to contextually make sense by the end of this lineup. Hold your criticism. Wait, just wait until I get through this, and then it'll all make sense, my folks. Eric Garcia is going to be playing alongside next to him. Rested against Bayern Munich. You got to keep in mind, as soon as the results came out from Victoria Plzen and Inter Milan, Xavi said, well, we're not going through, so let me pull the reins back on how much playing time I'm going to give some of these players against Bayern Munich, knowing that La Liga is now the focus, and we've got Valencia coming up on Saturday. Eric Garcia was one of those players. Not a lot of time against Bayern Munich. It doesn't mean that Xavi didn't trust in him. It means that he wanted to rest him. So Eric Garcia gets the start alongside Jules Koundé, who will be playing right back. The center back pairing is going to be Marcos Alonso. Some shouts for PK, but I think Xavi is so disappointed in his captain that he's not going to rely on him. He's not even going to give him another chance here. Not in this critical moment. I'm not saying PK won't play at all the rest of the season, but I'm saying that this is a critical match for Barcelona to get a big 3 points. We really do need to come up with a victory here at Valencia. So, continuing on then. Balde gets the start at left back. What this means is that Balde will have the freedom to push up that left wing in the attack, create some space, create some scoring opportunities, and we don't have to worry so much about him tracking back because Alonso can shift left, Garcia can shift to the middle, Koundé can shift more centrally, and then we'll have more of a 3-back that has that defensive area covered. Makes sense to me. I think this is what Xavi would have done against Bayern Munich had that match still mattered. But like I said, as soon as it came out that we're out of Champions League no matter what, Xavi pulls back the reins, rested a few key players. Speaking of, Pedri taken off early, again, focusing on rest for Valencia. So he's back in the starting 11, probably going to get 90 minutes for this one. Can't wait to see what Pedri can do against Valencia. Alongside him, Gavi, coming back from one of the hardest knees to groin hits I've ever seen. Sat out against Bayern Munich, still feeling a bit of discomfort. That means he's going to be rested, ready to go against Valencia here on Saturday. We all know that El Capitan Busquets is under great criticism. I'm a little bit torn right now because Xavi's still been overcompensating, I'll say, for his lack of mobility by going now with a double pivot, by going Frankie and Busquets in a double pivot with 3 attacking mids and Lewandowski up top. He could do that in this match, but I think Xavi is on the hot seat. I think Busquets has shown that his lack of mobility through the midfield is not just a concern, it's an issue. It's an issue at this point. For those reasons, I think Frankie de Jong plays a solo pivot against Valencia in a midfield 3 with Pedri and Gavi playing in front of him. Attacking 3, we're going Lewandowski, of course. He's got to get back on the score sheet. He's got to get back in good form. He's going to set some maybe not records, but he's going to be up there in terms of number of goals for Barcelona. The question is, will he do it at the right times? Is it going to be a case where Lewandowski racks up goals against lesser opponents and isn't there for the big ones? I don't think it's the case, but there are some signs pointing to that. So again, Valencia is not a Real Madrid, but this is a crucial match, and I'm looking for Lewandowski to step up, put a couple in the back of the net. So he starts at the number 9 position. We're also going Ansu. Ansu was another one of those players that would have started against Bayern Munich had that match actually mattered. It didn't, so Ansu was rested. Yes, he was put in towards the end, but primarily just to stay loose, stay fit, stay sharp. I think he gets the start against Valencia. I think he performs well. He's starting to find his stride now that it's been, 6-7 months since coming back from injury, something along those lines. Right wing, Dembele. One of the few silver linings against Bayern Munich. I thought he played well. Torched Alphonso Davies 2, 3, 4 times on that right-hand side. Just wasn't able to make something happen beyond that. I don't want to talk too much about that match, but I was impressed enough that I want to see Dembele back out there. Now, Ferran Torres is one that I want to find a way for him to get in there. I really do. And maybe if Gavi isn't fully fit yet, maybe if he's still a little bit uncomfortable, we see Ferran Torres playing as a false 9 with Pedri and De Jong as a double pivot. Something like that could happen, folks. I digress. Ferran Torres is in good form right now, and I want to keep that up. So if Xavi can find a way to get him in this starting 11, whether it's maybe giving Lewandowski a rest, maybe giving Gavi a rest, I'm not sure. And I don't know how much I would prioritize it, but I'm just planting that seed that Ferran is playing well, and I want to water that plant. You know what I'm saying? For this match, however, even with all that said, I do think he stays on the bench, or starts on the bench, I should say, along with Alba, Bellerin, Piqué, Busi, Pablo Torre, Kessié, and Rafinha. I think particularly Rafinha could use some minutes, but with this being a crucial match, it's not going to be against Valencia. That won't be the case. I think Xavi knows that this is a big 3 points on the line, that we got to turn things back around. We got to keep pace with Real Madrid, who are probably going to beat Girona, right? We can be optimistic. We can have fun about it, but probably going to beat Girona. So Barcelona need to come up big. We've had, what were the last 2 results? Like I said, 4-1 and 3-1. Valencia tend to score 1 against Barcelona. But we've had 9 clean sheets out of 11. So scoreline prediction for Valencia versus Barcelona. I think Barcelona come out strong. I think they shake off the disappointment that they experienced in Champions League. I'm going for 5-1 Barcelona. Lewandowski's first hat trick and a goal for Pedri as well as Rafinha off the bench. 5-1 to Barcelona in a big victory away from home. Barcelona get 3 points and keep pace with Real Madrid. Lock it in. There's your prediction for Valencia versus Barcelona. I dig it. I dig it, folks. I'm feeling good about it. Feeling confident about it. Oh, we got Barça Boy in the chat. How we doing, sir? Barça Boy says, I can smell Xavi starting Ferran. Am I right, Barça Boy? It seems like he's starting to maybe find his form. I think moving him out of the left wing position, giving him a little bit of time centrally and a little bit of time on the right wing is good for his confidence. He's starting to find some goals, starting to get some assists. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from Ferran so far. Other thoughts in the chat, my friends. I want to get your opinions on the starting 11 as well as your prediction. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What would you change? What did I get right? What did I get wrong? And then let me know your predictions in the chat, my friends. Fabrice saying 1-2 to Barca. Harry's going with 3-1. 2 late goals to secure the win. I don't want that kind of drama, Harry. I don't want that drama in my life. I want a nice, easy, blowout victory that puts smiles back on the faces of culés. I don't want a nail biter late into the match. I mean, I'll take a win. I will take a win. And I do like an exciting match, but I would rather it be a blowout. That's why I'm going 5-1. That's what I would like to see. Just saying. Just saying. By the way, folks, shout out to Barça Boy, a recent connection through Buga Luis, who you are all familiar with. But when you have a moment, if you're not familiar, which you should be, go and check out Barça Boy's channel. Does excellent content really intelligent coverage on Barcelona. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Barca boy, but posts just about every day. So check him out on YouTube, check him out on Twitter, friend of the channel here. And I appreciate you stopping by and participating in the chat, my friend. Aditya says, so tomorrow is going to be Ter Stegen captain 100. I would say yes. Again, looking at what I project to be the starting 11, I would say Ter Stegen gets the armband because there's not going to be any other captains out there. Jordi, PK, Busi going to be on the bench. Roberto's injured. Ter Stegen it is. I think that's how things go. So yeah, good shout there. Good shout for Ter Stegen getting the armband. I'm seeing some predictions on TikTok as well. I'm seeing 4-0 from RYQ. Good to see you, buddy. Again, get those predictions going. Click those hearts. Click the thumbs up as well. Show your love and support for the channel. I do appreciate it. Again, we are supporting the badge. We are supporting each other here. No need to take a turn to negative town. There is still Barcelona football to watch. There is still plenty of opportunity for us to enjoy the beautiful game through the Blaugrana. That's what it's all about at the end of the day, folks. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I don't care where or when Barcelona play. I'm there to watch. I'm there to enjoy. It's not always the Barcelona that we want it to be. It's not always the most beautiful tiki-taka that we've ever seen. But that's what makes it worth sticking around, right? You go through the good times and the bad because the bad times make the good times that much sweeter, that much more enjoyable. We all got very spoiled over the last decade with Lionel Messi, and even prior to that with Ronaldinho and others. So take a deep breath. Just recognize it's part of the process, and it's going to make it that much sweeter when we are back to the top, legitimately back to the top. Not just, oh, we made some big signings and Xavi's been here for a full year now and we're starting to get, when we're really back to the top. And we will get there, my friends. And I'm very excited to get there with you. I'm appreciating all of you for joining me along for the ride. And I hope you all come back tomorrow. It's going to be 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock kickoffs. We'll be live about 15 minutes before that. We'll go over the lineup, which will be out by then. We'll reiterate predictions. We'll get our energy up to cheer on the Blaugrana. Be very excited. Absolutely. Let's catch up on some of the conversation going on in the chat. Talking about Alba's goals versus Valencia there. It was a fun game, 4-1 to Barcelona. Ahmed says 4-0 Barca, Lewandowski with the double, Dembele getting one, and De Jong getting one. I hope De Jong has, one, the opportunity to play the pivot role again, because I thought that was the best Frankie De Jong that we saw against Athletic Club. So I hope we see that again. It was against Athletic Club, right? Am I misremembering? What was our last match? Well, now I have to pull it up because now I forget. Was that... Now that might have been Busi. Boom. I'm misremembering Barcelona's results. It was Villarreal. Villarreal is when Frankie played the single pivot, right? Yes, it was that game. Athletic Club, Xavi did the double pivot with Busi and Frankie. This is what I want to see. Frankie De Jong right here, single pivot, 3-0 Barcelona. This was outstanding. One of the best matches that I've seen from Frankie De Jong. 70% possession, 93% passing accuracy. A big part of that was because Frankie De Jong, you could not get past him in the midfield. As soon as Villarreal tried to start a counterattack, Frankie says no. He said absolutely not. He's like, give me that ball. Snatch it off of him. And then just gives it right back to Pedri, to Gavi, to Dembele, to Lewandowski. It was the Frankie De Jong show, and I want more of it. Frankie De Jong in the pivot. He is the future. He's not a Busquets replacement. He is his own man. Let Frankie De Jong define that pivot role for what it needs to be for today's game. Frankie De Jong is the present and future of Barcelona's midfield. Lock it in. Lock it in, my friends. Hot takes. Look out. Thabo says, I'm yet to watch his highlights versus Chelsea. How's he doing play? I'm not sure who we're talking about there. Harry says, Alba is inconsistent. Oh, we're talking about Aubameyang. I gotcha. Don't know why we're talking about Aubameyang. He's at Chelsea. We're here to talk about Barcelona, my friends. Barça. Anyway, Anyway, get your predictions going, my friends. Again, if you're watching on TikTok and you want the full experience, swipe over to my profile, click the link in the bio. Takes you over to the Undefeated Mustache John YouTube channel, which is where you all are watching. And if you're enjoying the content, again, drop a like, click that thumbs up. Come hang out with us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where we cover live Barcelona news on Wake Up and Barça. And then, of course, come hang out with us for all the live Barcelona matches. I do the commentary, the play-by-play, so you don't miss any of the action. And then you get to chat with your fellow culés as we cheer on the Blaugrana. This channel is all about connecting the culés from around the world to come together to support the badge and support each other, the good times and the bad. That's what is important, my friends. Let's stay away from the infighting, from the negativity. I know it sucks sometimes, but there's a good way to process those feelings. And it's not just being mean to each other online. It's not going and being a troll on other people's channels, okay? About just acknowledging your feelings, processing them, but also having some perspective and knowing that, one, the world is still turning. We're still on it together. We're in this together. And there's still plenty of Barcelona football to watch. So I am excited for it. I'm glad you're here. Again, if you are just finding us, make sure you're subscribed, turn on notifications so you know when we're live, and come hang out with us when we are. That's it. Daniel, how we doing? Says, will Nico be the deputy to De Jong next season? Probably, but he needs more playing time. Gattuso not giving him enough playing time at Valencia right now. I think he's just in the last couple of matches started to turn that around, but it's been a lack of playing time for Nico. Anyway, folks, I think that is going to just about do it. Short and sweet match preview today. I got to get back to the office, back to work, but I appreciate you all tuning in, spending some time with me, talking about Valencia versus Barcelona. Again, we will be live tomorrow just before kickoff. Make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss when we are live. Go out there and have positive interactions, lots of high fives and hugs for whoever wants them. I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you very much. I appreciate you tuning in and taking a ride, and I'll see y'all next time. Mwah.